Alright, back to the Shadowwood. This time I'll procure some antivirals to prevent me from that Shadowwood virus that's affecting all clerics of our day. How many clerics do you know? Not many. How many fighters do you know? A lot. How many mages do you know? 0.
My servants can smell your blood, human.
It smells like leukemia. The real reason I became a cleric. It's like, oh no, rare blood disorder, time to become Morbius. Hooray. What's that? Matt Smith wants to also be a Morbius? Good for him. Wants to do a dance? Be funny and stuff? Yes. Hit that guy. And, sure. This one. And that one too. Ah. Here's what you don't know, is where I'm starting. As the cleric, I will start in the caves of Circe. And going towards that is where weapon number 3 is going to be. Oh boy, lovely. More centaurs. I swear. This is the only problem I have with playing as cleric. Oh yeah, the flechettes are effective as hell. But you still have to wait for them to stop being effective. When the cure is worse than the disease, next time on the Outer Limits. That's not how that sounds. A Klingon does not voice an anthology. A Klingonthology, if you will. If you will, pretend that there are thousands of people watching this video right now. They control my subscribers, my likes, and my views. They control everything. And they have total entitlement to my person of what I do at all times. This is the YouTube Zone. Sounds like that music where it's like do 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 ding do do ding 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 ding. You know that music where it's every animal video or tutorial where they just don't do like any talking, but because yeah, it's pretty lazy. It's because they're doing a slideshow. It's like, well, you should at least hear something. But instead, yeah. It's worse when you got like an automatic AI. Like, have you heard of a Let's Play where someone's using an AI to be the voice? I mean, I get you're trying to remain anonymous, but anyone can use that voice. It's not even like a deep fake voice. These are all fake voices. They were fake before they were deep. It's so shallow fake, I should say. Which, yeah. I guess deep fake is just a term that really means something more specific, but without enough definition. It's kind of like when you say nerd versus turbo nerd. You're using a different connotation entirely, but it also doesn't really mean anything different. I don't know what to say about neologisms like this. They suck. The big ones. There'll be lots of death in the future. Do you want a quick save? The quick save called quick save? Quicksand, buddy. Quicksand. I am glad to have never interacted with the physical entity known as Quicksand. Johnny Quicksand, they called him. His sand was so quick, he became a candlestick. Johnny the Stick. The newest cinematic universe character. A living stick. Oh wait, that's already kind of a thing. The newest Marvel character. A literal amoeba. A paramecium. Et al. There. Now they'll never believe. Wait, you think that's gonna happen in like an Ant-Man film in the future? Shit! There must be something you haven't used yet. Mr. Whedon. Do you like your Wheaties, by the way, Whedon? Wheaties? Who knew you could go from Buffy the Vampire Slayer to this? In just a matter of... well, actually a decade. You know, that would explain a lot. Yeah, go from 90s, late 90s to late 2000s, like, wow, it's a decade apart. Wow! He was already ready for that shit. He had the experience. It was still fresh. Firefly movie happens. It's all good. Alright, this is the Firestorm. It's not a superhero. You summon fire. And it makes a cross-like formation. Luckily, very luckily, it cannot be blocked slash reflected. It cannot be blocked slash reflected. So, work with it as you must. Definitely beats doing melee. Too bad it uses 4 green mana at a time, so you're better off waiting for clusters to come by. Or a serpent, that works too. But yeah, it kind of has the projectile shape of a Bomberman bomb, cross shape sort of, with more emphasis on where it was placed. I love when the creatures die within these polyobject walls. They're just gone. There's no corpse, nothing. They go on. Now to spend an eternity jumping over these cliffs. How diddly diddly doos. Can you get that urn for me? I just left it off across the seat. This is a jump that made it work for my time. Learn to earn. That's what you do. It's economics, ancient wise. Economics. For we were wise. It's still before when we were wise. We're not wise yet. Actually, human nature really hasn't changed all that much. I know, that is odd. We appear smarter, we appear stronger, we appear a lot of things more. But the truth is, our capacity for those things didn't really change. Not even within... Maybe within the last, like, 4,000 years. After we came out from, like, Neanderthals and Cro-Magnons. But that is more like 2 of the subspecies coming together. Or something. Something like that. I'm sure someone could tell you about all that evolution stuff. What I'm saying is, it's going to take a few more thousands of years before we have a significant change in human society. Everyone thinking they can change it in a year is extremely naive. It's not even if you know what to do. It's the fact that, well, everything could go fucking wrong because people don't change that fast. I mean, they can, but it takes a long time for that many changes to happen. It's not even a matter of because we want it to not be that way. No, it's not. It's not even, it doesn't even have to be certain environmental conditions or, you know, methods of treating each other right. Oh no. No, it's entirely rolling the dice. Reproduction introduces random possibilities into the gene pool depending on combinations and mutations, recessive genes, and, you know, it's kind of like, I've heard that a lottery is hit like 1 billion, alright? Now, only one person can get that, and may not get it for quite a while. But now, imagine that having to happen, like, once per, like... Imagine you need the same, or imagine you need a different strand of DNA in the same person. But the odds of that happening are similar to a lottery, if not more, per gene, per chromosome, per segment of DNA even. That's how long it takes for the genome to change. Any other speedy change is dangerous. Usually in accordance to, like, cancer or radiation or shit. Or, you know, you get hit with gamma rays, you don't turn to Hulk, you're dead. Gamma radiation. He's my gamma now. You too should turn up the gamma so you can watch my videos. Hexen. Can't wait to play more dark games, I tell you what. Shit, next FPS I do, I'll make sure it's brighter. In fact, I think it is brighter. There's not a whole lot of games that are as dark as this. Or at least the other dark first-person shooters I played are less pixelated, so that helps a little bit. I guess maybe some modded Quake would be like, no, you know what? I even think Hexen 2 was dark. I looked at some footage of Hexen 2. It didn't look dark. You could see just fine. So I don't know what the hell. It's like the lighting for Hexen is similar to Quake, but in this engine it doesn't look that good. But maybe that's what they were thinking, considering this is the same year. 95, 96, yeah. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know, man. All I know is I have fire hands. I use this to burn the undead. The unholy sinners who turned into skeletons. Just in time for the skeleton wars. We're just looking for the cave key today. But where are the caves? Do the caves of man fill your heart and soul with lead? Do they make you want to spelunk until you play a Spelunky game and then never really play it, and then Spelunky 2 comes out and you're like, ah, shit. It's a sequel to that game I never played but was good and never got around to. That's just a roguelike problem. That's just like... I have a fear about, like, a game which, like, becomes the forever game. Which is like, you keep playing it, and it gets different every time, and it's just like, I don't know if I can do that anymore. Someone take me off of roguelikes. I mean, I like Binding of Isaac a lot, but, you know, eventually, if I ever get through enough of it, not only will I not want to play it anymore, I will have no longer a reason to play it. Except for, like, what? Just to pass the time? But then why? I guess I could say that with a lot of video games, but... like I said, I think a lot of the aspects of gaming we've forgotten. And I see that we try to do that at the Boomer Shooter Revival, but... we know the, it's like that old saying, we know the words, but we don't know the song, and I think that might be happening with Retral, spelled with AUX, content, in terms of independent stuff. Although that's not always the case. Ion Fury is about as good as it fucking gets. I mean, Dusk is good. We could say it's questionable in some places in terms of it introducing like Half-Life-ish physics, which is not bad. It just means I have to make better plans than just being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw soap at the enemies. No, I'm really not. I'm not gonna solve all the... I would not... if I played Dusk, I would not just use soap all the damn time. You know what I mean? The balance of the game is just thrown up the wayside, and I just wouldn't. So, thanks David. Thanks David for the soap. Don't drop it now. I know how many times you've dropped it, David. Stop dropping it. That's the developer's name. I don't think he minds you calling him David. So now you know. But is he king among Davids? No. But I'm starting to suspect he's closer to me than I think. Like, what if he's just someone I met down the street? That seems like that kind of thing that would happen. What do you think? You think there should be a sequel to Dusk named Dawn? Great idea! Dude, yes. Make a DLC to Dusk, call it... you make a sequel to Dusk, call it Dawn. Watch it. Everyone clapping and stuff. Something else I noticed with newer shooters of this type. Where's all the custom campaigns, guys? I don't see any Iron Fury campaigns. Or Dusk campaigns. Where's all that shit? Where is that? Why can I still refer to even... There's more Hexen content that counts more in my favor in terms of more levels than that. So what's going on? I thought Dusk was this huge thing. Do I not know about, like, this Dusk community where we have all our cool-ass levels? Iron Fury, on the other hand, really has no excuse because it's using the eDuke 32, which already is using build engines, which already, stuff like Duke Nukem 3 already had an editor inside it in the first place. So I can't imagine it's not too difficult to run into the ability to be able to edit it at any point, so... maybe someone has, and joke's on me. Maybe I don't know what to think. Now, for medieval, I imagine it's just because due to the sheer graphicness that people don't want to try to make more graphical ass levels. It's like, yeah, I understand that. Still, though, that's still New Blood doing their New Blood things. So, if someone knows of a modern retro shooter that has like custom content available, let me know. I've heard of one called H-Rot, which is like Slovakian or something. Slavic. And I feel like that game would be a good candidate for people to make custom levels for. It's very Quake-like, so it could be easy. I don't know. I'll see you next time.